team going into a hostile environment. These fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see, the Vanderbilt Commodores taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Commodores will put it away to start the game. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Texas Longhorns offense will have the football first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day.
Turning it on! Got the first down and more. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. He's got it on the right. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Guys, when you really take a look at Texas, I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Moore. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Just keep slinging it. Looking to take a shot. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Texas! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. To make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So the Vanderbilt Commodores offense will have its first possession of the game. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the thing. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
With the catch, it's Sherrill. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Grabbed behind the line, it's Spence. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football, because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
The inside handoff. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talk to the defensive coordinator coming into this game. He knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Quick release on the RPO. There he goes. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. Guys, the levels of hype and impatience awaiting the arrival of Arch Manning pretty much unsustainable over the last couple of years. Meanwhile, Quinn Ewers was pretty doggone good. But Arch is pretty deserving of all of this attention, I'd say, Jesse.
He's very, very talented. That jumps off the film when you watch him. You can see why he was so highly regarded coming out of high school. You can see why Texas fans are so impatient to finally watch what he does this year. Now, it's one thing to do it against Louisiana Monroe. It's one thing to do it.
He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Looking downfield, it's Pavia. Finds the tight end. Can't get him to the ground.
You know, athletic tight ends today are such a premium in college football. Not only can these guys block, but you see this tight end and his ability in the open field, the wiggle that he has to make people miss. Don't see that too often.
Takes the handoff. It's Alexander. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to throw on third. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as his offense tries to mount a drive. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Newberry. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to go up top. Get it out on the screen. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
I know everyone's yelling like you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But when you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a third down. And guess what? Nowadays, fourth down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
Under fire. Gets rid of it. Finds his man. It's Hoskins. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Commodores will call on their punt team. That last punt basically flipped the field. They'd like to do it again. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Scanning the field, it's Manning. Got him downfield. Finally corral, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Really good job hauling that pass in. You know, I know Texas is a place a lot of people think about great DBs, and they've had a lot of really good running backs, too. I think the receiver position is one, though, that they want to build a legacy around. This guy right here, he's really stepping up in this game today, and he's the guy that Longhorn fans, they need to keep their eyes on for years to come.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to the well. Shakes off the defender. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. And the Longhorns are in a mess here on third. Unleashes one deep. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy.
Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Running into the open space. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? A long way to go. Back to pass, it's Pavia. Here's the pressure. Took a shot as he threw.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
Got his man. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Grabbed in the middle. It's Stowers. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Second down, they'll go to the air. Lets it fly. Quickly complete. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right. And maybe the other team. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Vandy.
And that's a touchdown this offense absolutely had to have to keep it to a one-possession game before going in at halftime. That touchdown is going to do wonders for this team's confidence.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
Man, And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas, try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll leave it with him. Finding an escape route. Breaks into the open. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air, it's Pavia. Throws to the tight end. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. He's going to throw deep right side. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far from Austin today.
The Longhorns will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a score.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
Turning it on! And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
It's amazing in college football, the tight end position and how much has changed. Back in the day, you're a blocking guy, maybe you catch a flat route. Today, these guys have athleticism, and you just saw it from that dude after the catch on that last one.
Picks up the first down, still moving. Touchdown, Vanderbilt! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Tough to beat in action, gentlemen. You know that. And let's take a look at the highlights. Western Michigan is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 21 over Central Michigan. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Back to throw, it's Manning. Got it set up on the outside. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it. Get it to your running back and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Well, they'll pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
And the Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. There he goes. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Hit a speed bump on that last play. Now work to do on 2nd and 15. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Baxter. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. It's complete. Just plowing ahead. And he will score. Touchdown, Texas. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Pavia. Caught in the backfield. It's Alexander. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this 3rd down play. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got room on the return. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Longhorns! They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job. Not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking for space, it's Alexander. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. And the Commodores can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Off the play fake. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and where's that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today.
Oh, he's got some space. touchdown doors. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
This offense needed a big play, and that is the guy that they need to go to help create a spark on offense. Awesome job.
And the extra point was good to finish things off.
35. Vanderbilt. 26.
And he's not going to take the touchback. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. And off from the shotgun. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44. The Longhorns look to keep this drive humming. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the running back. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Big 3rd down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side. So
breaks into the open. And it's a fumble after that huge gain. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. If they can move that thing 1 yard here, that'll probably wrap this baby up. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.